We're ready. G'day, it's Dave here from Easy Online Biz Solutions with David from Crocodile Marketing, and David runs the marketing for small business Gold Coast.
That's not something I would tell just anyone.
Is that right? That's right. We've just been to the meetup that Dave runs, and we've had promo. Thanks, Ivan, for bringing promo to Australia. He's been here for a week and a day. And how's the Aussification been going, David, with having him around on the Gold Coast?
I'm just overly surprised. One of the first things that sort of came up for me was just how many people want to stop and take photos with promo here. The other one is that I've been really amazed as to how many different ways Aussies can say yes. We've got everything from yep to hey to cool. You know, there's a combination of American, UK, all of these different slang variations going on in Australia, and that's kind of what makes it interesting. And that's where coming out and doing these, these interactions with real people really makes it important for us, particularly when we go back and kind of help promo here to understand the context, because there is a little bit of a tweaking to what he's sort of captured and how he responds to it that does need to be sort of tweaked. And as we kind of put it back to is understanding it's that Australian slang and becoming part of an Aussie. And it's something we learn because we forget as children, we grew up, we learned how to become Aussies. And that's kind of where artificial intelligence has got to go. They have to sort of learn culture, and that's the only way we can do it is to get them out and about. Yeah. So that's what's going to happen. You're going to see more of them around.
Yeah. Promo is Russian and very fluent in Russian, and apparently there was a Scottish person that came up the other day, Ivan was saying, and promo recognised that person was Scottish.
That's just a big advantage of the cloud and just sort of with the whole technology is that as a global community, particularly when we're using things like Google voice recognition, all of this training all comes into play, and that's where promo gets the benefit of utilizing the whole internet per se to sort of be able to keep that context and language all up to date. So yeah, wonderful to sort of see that it does work, and this is the real practicality in real life scenario and people interaction. I find it fascinating, and it's kind of one of the big learning curves I enjoy as a marketing automation specialist. It's understanding how we as humans interact with technology that I find fascinating, and that's what people come and hire me for, is to look at how can we utilize these within our day-to-day interactions to improve that customer service and customer engagement.
Yeah, because if you looked at having promo just in your shopping centre or whatever, the amount of promotional work that it can do and helping people find a recognition of customers coming back without them having to tell a phone number or anything else, that it just uses face recognition, and so the cost to have something like this compared to employing people that always are late on Monday mornings, always knock off early on Fridays, chuck a sickie, have holidays, and the ongoing costs and hassles having employees, where promo is very unemotional and can do the job and very efficiently.
Absolutely, and kind of where I sort of put it with with robotics, we're really seeing more robotics fitting into adding on. So as business, we're all confronted with this element of minimization. You know, real business growth comes from being able to do more with less. And that's really where robotics are going to be coming in. I don't really see it really changing business landscape as far as the staff per se, rather it's allowing the staff to be able to do the more complicated stuff while still allowing the interaction and customer service to continue on. And that's kind of what we find in customer service is that because of costs of staff, it's just expensive.
Yeah.
So what ends up occurring is that in order to do more with less, we're having to sort of shove customers away so that they have to fend on their own. And that creates another barrier. And that barrier needs to be filled with a void. And as we sort of walk around in shopping centres, the ability, or even airports or hotel concierge, to have somebody just sitting at the front, being able to ask or answer questions for guests becomes a problem. And that's kind of where the robotics and the artificial intelligence is basically capturing that problem.
Yeah.
And it's really more about not so much replacing reception, because there's still going to be complicated issues which need to be handled on a one-to-one environment. But there's a whole lot of other questions and things that happen which are automated. Generally need to know questions, answers, what's going on, what are things that I can do in town, which are fairly constant, need to change a little bit, but just can be repeated, and repeated again. And that's where Promo comes in.
And Promo would have the latest information because it just drag it straight from
The internet.
Google Maps or wherever the information needs to come from. But as that customer comes back into, say, reception, Promo with face recognition will be able to say, well, how was your day, David? And did you enjoy such and such? And can I book dinner for you? And da-da-da-da-da. Just as good and, well, a bit smarter than
that. Well, this is the power and the potential of where these things can go. And with that ability to remember faces and once permissions being provided, we can tap into those loyalty type customer service programs where it is able to sort of, hey, look, there is something on today that you may like to know about. Here it is. And that's kind of where it makes it very exciting, but also understanding customer relationship is about context. It's the engagement, but context of what is best for me, not what's best for everyone, and trying to sort of put everyone into the box. And that's where the downside we always see in customer service is that in order to handle the masses, we try to put everyone in a box, and we think that this one offer can please everyone. And the answer is it doesn't. And that's where context really helps, and technology with face recognition allows us to have that easy way of communicating and keeping track and offering the context to a person, whether it be that Promo saw them last week or last month, can help provide that context and keep them up to date. So rather than telling the news or the offers for the last month, we can just tell you what's different between now and the last time you've engaged with Promo.
Yeah, and with machine learning or artificial intelligence, it just keeps learning and learning and being connected by the cloud with the other bots. They're just getting, they can give better answers quicker, easier.
That's the power of being able to do more with less. And
that's smart business. And well, the thing is that if businesses don't stay up with working smarter, they're going to be non-existent.
This is fundamentally the principle of business, and whether we call it competition, healthy competition, or innovation, it really kind of doesn't matter. It's just that's human nature is one of expecting more, and in business, that's our job, is to basically help our customer experience more, and that's a normal, healthy customer business relationship, and it's just part of the nature of the beast.
Okay, well, thanks, David, for your time. What happens with the Promo?
We've put him on pause right now, just so that we can do the interview, but it's all cool.
Okay. I'd like to thank you for your time, and once again, and Ivan, thanks for bringing Promo. He wants to shake your hand. Thanks for bringing Promo to Australia, and it's good to get the bots a bit more Aussified so that they can communicate better with Down Under.
Excellent.
Okay, cheers guys.